Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for tuning in with me today. Now in today's video I'm gonna be doing something really exciting that I like to do on my channel. I'm gonna be rounding up all of the brand new releases in Clean Beauty and I'm gonna be reviewing them all in one video together. So I've got a really exciting lineup with some of the big names in Clean Beauty. I feel like this summer was just really exciting for makeup. The new makeup releases, I could barely keep up with them. I mean, we've got some really new exciting products by RMS Beauty. I actually purchased their new foundation and another product for today's video. We've got Ilia Beauty, we have Fitglow Beauty, Lawless, Perez, Roen Beauty. I mean, the lineup here is just fantastic, and I've got to say these products were really impressive. Now all of the brands in today's video are of course 100% cruelty free. Now do double check if these products are all vegan. As I would always say, do double check the ingredients list before you're purchasing anything. Now I also do want to remind you very gently that all of the opinions in today's video are solely my own. So what may work for me might not work for you and vice versa. Just keep that in mind. Also, if this is your very first time on my channel, I would absolutely appreciate it if you could maybe hit that subscribe button. You can also ring the bell in order to stay notified about my upcoming videos. And if you do enjoy this video at any point, why not give it a big thumbs up? That would be extremely appreciated. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in. I'm gonna go barefaced and we are going to create this look together with all of these brand new releases. So let's go ahead and let's review the very first product. Alright you guys, so you are zoomed in and I would say let's kick it off with the very first product. Let's kick it off with a primer. Now there's actually two different primers that I've tried this season, but there's one that I really love. I'm still going to show you the other one, but yeah, let's put the one that I prefer on my face today. Now this is the Jane Iredale Smooth Affair Mattifying Face Primer, and this retails for $50. So here it is, the new primer by Jane Iredale. Oh my gosh, you guys, I actually have reviewed this in my full face by Jane Iredale. You guys may know by now that I actually do enjoy these more blurring, more smoothing face primers. I mean, I also enjoy hydrating ones, but these kind of primers are really the ones that I like to go for and that I like to test out. Now I do think $50 is a little bit pricey for a primer, but this is definitely a miracle worker. I did not expect this to be that great, but I've been reaching for this all the time. This primer also has 1.7 fluid ounces, so 50 milliliters. It's still a little bit pricey. Now the other primer that I've tried is also a blurring primer, but we'll get to that. I'm going to first apply this one and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about this other primer that I've tried out over the summer. But honestly, this one is just, it takes the cake. It's so good. It's fantastic. So let's put it on. So I'm going to clip my hair back. It is a little bit more of a runnier, liquidy product. You can hear this when I shake the bottle. I like to give this a little bit of a shake before I'm applying it. This also has kind of a pink tint to it, but it does not show up on my face. You can see it's going to run down my finger. So I'm going to just do one side to show you how well this is actually mattifying. Now first off, this will feel very hydrating. Like the very first time when I put this on my face, I was just kind of wondering how would this product actually mattify, but once it sinks into the skin, it's doing its magic, and you can tell this side of my face has been kind of mattified, and also my pores. My pores, I feel like they have been smoothened out by quite a lot. Like I feel this product is just so good when it comes to a blurring effect, when it comes to just a mattifying effect without like drying out your face, without caking it up, you know. This won't also pull your skin like some of these mattifying primers do, but the result is really there. And you could actually apply a little bit more product if you want to even further mattify your face. But, you know, I feel like a little bit of this product goes a long way. It's also not like a gripping primer or anything. To be honest, my skin, every time I apply this, it feels so soft. It feels like the entire face is just smoothened out and it really creates like a really flawless base. So I'm just going to do the rest of my face. Although this product looks a little bit tinted, it's really not tinted whatsoever. Once this goes onto the skin, I mean, it's completely translucent. And also, this does not have a scent at all. You really just have to give it 1 minute to sink in, and then you'll see how well this is actually mattifying. It really did blur out my pores by quite a lot. I was really surprised when I picked up this product. I don't know, sometimes the face primers by Iredale, they were either hit or miss, but this new release, it's so good. Like, this is literally one of my favorite mattifying primers ever, and I've been using this since I got it. I really can't put this down. It's really amazing. So let's talk about the primer that I also tried this summer, which isn't that great, to be honest. So this is the Milk Pore Eclipse mattifying primer, and this retails for $36. So I actually picked up the mini size. You can actually try out a mini size, a travel size, and then it's only gonna come at $18. Now, this product was not at all what I expected. I thought when they came out with this product, it would be really blurring, super mattifying, but it really wasn't, you know. So on the website, they're actually saying about this product, it's 90% natural, clean, vegan, cruelty-free, non-comedogenic, paraben-free, and silicone-free. Oh yeah, I don't think this is silicone-free, but this is also vegan. It's more of like this whipped kind of cream. It's also a lot thicker than the Jane Iredale one. That one is a little bit runnier, where this one is like really like a thick cream. At first, when I put this on my hand, I was like, wow, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be so softening. This is gonna be so blurring, so mattifying. But the scent, this has such a strange perfume added to it. It has added fragrance to it, and the fragrance is quite high up the ingredient list. And it just smells so bizarre. It's just so weird. It just smells like candies. But I can't quite wrap my head around what this scent actually is. It just smells really sweet. And I don't really like that sweetness on my skin. Like, I don't know. I would much rather have a fragrance-free product than anything that has added perfume to it. And I also thought, because the claims were so amazing, this would actually be amazing. But mind you, this did not do such a fantastic job on my pores. I'm going to show you the result because I did actually try this out a couple of times. And I have to say, I enjoyed the texture, but when this went onto my face, I did not really see that much of a result. Like, I did not see much pore blurring. I did not see much mattification. I mean, this was just kind of like a product that did not do that much for me. It's just having all of these claims, but it did not deliver. And also the scent, I mean, it's just a little bit strange. So this product, I don't know. I'm kind of glad that I've purchased the travel size and not the full size product, because I don't actually enjoy using this, whereas this, I'm actually looking forward to using this one. So this one is the clear winner in my opinion. So my face is primed and prepped, so I would say let's move on to a brand new foundation, and this is really exciting. So this is the RMS Re Evolve Natural Finish Liquid Foundation, and this retails for $48. Oh my gosh, this is such an exciting foundation, you guys. I mean, I was really intrigued when I saw that RMS actually had come out with a new foundation. Previously, they only had the cream foundation, and I had reviewed that in my latest RMS full face review. If you do want to know a little bit more about the cream foundation, do head over to that video. I'm going to link it up here in the cards. I'm also going to put it in my description box down below if you want to know like what are my thoughts on the cream foundation. First off, I really want to throw out there how great it is that RMS is actually making an effort to make refillable packaging. Really cool. This foundation actually does come at $48, but the refill is only gonna come at $40. It's the same one as their refillable Re Evolve Radiance Locking Primer. Same packaging, but you can see the difference here with the cap color. And to refill this, you're just gonna lift up the foundation and then just pull it out like that. It's such an easy system, you guys. It's really cool. It's really innovative. Packaging is quite big, but you're only gonna get 1 fluid ounce, and I think it's not even 1 fluid ounce. It's literally 0.98 fluid ounce, so 29 milliliters. So don't be fooled by the size of this product. There's actually just almost 1 fluid ounce of product in here. Let's actually talk a little bit about the shade range, then we're gonna apply it together. So this actually does come in 16 shades. Now I have the shade 22. I did have that same shade in the cream foundation, so I just picked up the same shade. It's described as a light to medium shade. So on the website, this product is described as a silicone-free, skincare-infused daily wear liquid foundation, medium coverage, natural finish, non-comedogenic, hydrates, firms and smooths, skincare-infused daily wear, long-lasting medium coverage with a satin natural finish. So in terms of ingredients, this is a water-based foundation. So actually there's 3 different types of oils in here. There is hydrogenated olive oil in here, jojoba seed oil and sunflower seed oil. They also added a blend of antioxidant extracts, which is really interesting. So they actually have horsetail leaf extract, they have some turmeric root extract, some ashwagandha, some licorice root extract, some olive leaf extract, some calendula flower extract, and some St. John's wort flower extract. They kind of tend to use this more Ayurvedic sort of blend in most of their products. So we're gonna put this onto my skin. Now, I honestly have tried out this foundation for a couple of days before I decided to film with this. So honestly, my favorite way of applying this foundation is with a dampened sponge. So I'm gonna turn the cap, and then this lifts up, and I'm gonna take a pump out of onto my hand. And this is kind of like a runny product. It's very lightweight, but it has so much coverage and a beautiful finish. It's really, really nice. So I'm gonna apply it first on one half of my face. I achieved such an amazing level of coverage with only a little bit of product. I still have this on my hand. So I've got to say, this looks stunning. It is not too glowy. It is not dewy at all. It is really so lightweight. I can barely feel that I have product on my face. And it is really more on the satin, I would even say matte side. It's not completely matte, but yeah, it does give you this beautiful, natural kind of finish. And it's also not matte to a degree where it would cake up my face. And in terms of coverage, this product is stunning. I mean, as you can see, with just a little bit of product, all of my redness was just evened out in one go. And I mean, this is pretty full coverage. I know they're saying it's a medium coverage, but to be honest, it is medium to full buildable. And the texture of this, super lightweight, really breathable. Your skin can still breathe underneath this. It's just really a stunning product. So I'm just gonna do the rest of my face. The way this has covered up everything, the way this feels on the skin, it's so lightweight, this finish, oh my gosh, I love this. And I'm so glad that RMS has actually come out with this product, because this is so different from their cream foundation, you guys. This is just literally such an improvement in terms of how this feels on the skin, how this looks on the skin. But I made a little bit of an observation. The first time when I used this, I just could not stop thinking about, it's almost identical to the Jane Iredale Glow Time Pro BB cream. It feels so similar. It looks so similar. The only difference really is that this one does have an SPF of 25, and it's also a little bit more expensive. But oh my gosh, they are so similar, like in texture, the way they look on my skin. The finish of this foundation is so beautiful. It's really more of a matte finish, more on the satin velvety side of it, you know. It really kind of dries down on the skin without drying down too quickly, and that's really good. But I'm just gonna try and build it up a little bit more, just so I can show you how much you can build this foundation up. Like, I mean, honestly, right now I feel like I've already, like, don't need more coverage. Like, in my everyday life, I would not add an additional layer, not at all, because I feel like this is perfect. This is already stunning. So I'm just going to use a little bit more product so I can show you that you could actually go even more full coverage with this. Alright, so I think this is it. This is all I want to do in terms of coverage. I already feel like I've achieved such a full coverage with this foundation with just 2 thin layers, you know, not a lot of product. It's going to give you this beautiful, more satin, velvety, more natural finish as described, which I really love. But it's more on the matte side, you know. If you expected this to be like dewy or more glowy, really it's not. And also, I do want to just mention, the other day I actually tried this with their Re Evolve Radiance Locking Primer, because this is such a glowy sort of primer. I feel like this primer is gonna give you like such a luminous like base, but the RMS primer really did not interfere too much with the finish of the foundation. So all I'm saying is, if you actually like a more luminous sort of foundation, maybe you'd be better off with their cream foundation. But also this primer did not really shine through this foundation, you know. It did not really change the finish of the foundation. I did not expect to love this foundation that much, but I honestly do. It is really, really pretty. And I'm really, really glad what RMS has done with this product. So I could only recommend if you have the same preference in makeup than I do. So let's actually move on to the concealer now. In terms of concealer, I'm only gonna conceal my under eye today. Also, I did not try out a brand new released concealer. I know Honest Beauty has actually released a brand new concealer. I might pick that one up, and then I'm gonna do a full face by Honest Beauty. But yeah, I actually wanted to try out this one. I think this was released around springtime, and I just never got around to review it and to try it out. So now I'm really, really happy that I picked this one up, because it's also by one of my all-time favorite clean beauty brands. So this is the Lawless Concealer Concealer, and this retails for $26. It's so stunning. This concealer is a dream. This works so well on my under eyes. Oh my gosh. And I was looking for something that would not crease, that had this texture. And for some reason, I don't know why it took me so long to pick this product up. Thankfully I did, and thankfully I tried it out after some subscribers actually recommended this concealer to me. So I'm so glad I have it now. They actually came out with 20 different shades, and guess what? I picked up that shade Shell. Now it does work for me, but it's just a tad bit too light for me. And the shade Shell is described as a light medium with pink undertones. It is really, really lovely for my under eyes, and it works probably really well in winter. So I just decided to get a different shade too, and so I picked up the shade Cashew as well. And the shade Cashew is a medium with neutral to warm undertones. Now I feel like with their medium shade range, there is definitely a lack of undertones. Like, this is neutral to warm, but there's not really like a cool to neutral shade. You know, it's a little bit of a bummer, because I also got the shade Ballet, a light to medium with cool peachy undertones. Now that one is really, really peachy, and I don't think it will match my foundation today too well. So I'm gonna go in today with the shade Cashew, because I think it's gonna match my foundation a little bit better. I'm gonna apply this on my under eyes solely, but this is such a beautiful, beautiful concealer. It's actually lightweight, yet creamy. It blends out like a dream, and it has some great coverage, and it does not crease. This is fantastic. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on here. It's also quite hydrating, and I just feel it's so lovely. Like, the texture of this, amazing. I really love to blend this concealer out with a sponge, so let's do that. Honestly, I'm obsessed with this concealer for my under eyes. This is my new favorite concealer for my under eyes. I feel like this is so amazing. The medium shade Cashew, it's still quite light, you know. It's not like too much of a medium shade. Like, I don't know, I just feel like her entire shade range runs a little bit too light in tone. So I don't know, but the formula, it's stunning. It's gonna smoothen out your under eye, and the coverage on this, so freaking beautiful. I love this concealer. It is so amazing. I've also tried this on my face, and same for that, you know. It's just an amazing concealer, blends out like a dream, does not crease, and that is so important to me because I do have a little bit fine lines right here, and this one just works perfectly. It's, in all honesty, one of the freaking best concealers I've ever tried for my under eye area, and I'm so glad I finally picked this one up. Also, I'm not going to apply anything onto the top of my eyelids because I feel like the product that we're going to be using really does not interact well with any primers. So I'm just going to leave it like this. So let's actually move on to the next step. Let's move on to a brand new setting powder. So this is the Fitglow Beauty Bamboo Hyaluronic Loose Setting Powder, and this retails for $28. Alright, you guys, I picked up this new setting powder by Fitglow Beauty. Here it is. I was really intrigued when I saw this product because guess what this reminded me of? It really reminded me of the 100% pure bamboo blur powder. This actually has more product. This has 9 grams of product, so 0.3 ounces. Whereas this one only has 0.2 ounces, so 5.5 grams. This is also much more expensive. This comes at $42, whereas this one is $28. You know, I'm just saying, they are so similar, and honestly, I actually prefer the Fitglow one. This is an amazing powder and a release that I really did not expect by them. Bamboo really is a natural source of silica, so you're gonna have a crazy mattifying effect and also a very much of a blurring effect. This one has a couple of ingredients, but very minimal. It actually has bamboo extract, silica and organic rice starch, and sodium hyaluronic. It actually comes with a locking sieve, and I always prefer that. So yeah, let's actually put on some powder, although I feel like I don't need that much powder. This has such a beautiful silky texture to it, super mattifying too, super blurring. I mean, everything I love in a powder. So let's actually apply this. I'm gonna just do one side of my face so you guys can actually see how much this is actually blurring out and mattifying my face. Really has blurred out everything around here, and really it has just set my makeup. No shine, no nothing. This will really absorb oil, and it's gonna leave you with this really soft focus finish. You know, it's not like a cakey finish where you can see the powder. I feel like this really does not give me a white cast whatsoever, whereas the 100% pure one gave you a little bit more of a white cast when you applied it initially. You could see the powder. With this, I feel like I can't see the powder. It's absolutely amazing, and I never really expected that Fitglow would come out with a loose setting powder. They had this other powder, and I did not really enjoy it that much. It was this powder brush. I never really liked that product that much, but this one is just so amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna just finish up the rest of my face. I mean, honestly, my complexion looks really perfected, you know. I'm so happy that Fitglow came out with this instantly blurring bamboo hyaluronic loose setting powder. Wow. This is an amazing product, and it's definitely a lot better. If you love this one, try this one out. It's cheaper and it's a lot better. You're gonna get more product. Alright, so my base is applied, so let's move on to some complexion color products. So let's start off with a new bronzer. So this is the Inika Organic Baked Mineral Bronzer, and this retails for $49. So to my knowledge, this is not a brand new product, but this product has actually been reformulated and it got a new packaging. Now, I never had the original one, but I had a contouring duo with a highlighter in it. So here it is, the brand new bronzer. Looks so stunning. The packaging is really beautiful. So now this actually comes in 2 shades. I have the shade Sunbeam, which is their deepest shade. Now there is a little bit of a lack when it comes to bronzing shades. I feel like 2 shades is never enough for everyone, and also this is the deepest shade that they are offering, but this formula is so nice. It's a baked bronzer, and the finish on this, so pretty. They are saying it has a little bit of a radiance, a little bit of a glow. Now, honestly, on my skin, this does come across as more of a sort of velvety satin bronzer. So let's dip into this product. I feel like this product has like a medium pigmentation, so you can definitely build it up, but it's also not too fully pigmented, you know, where you have to really tap off your brush and be super careful. I feel like this has just an amazing amount of pigment in it. So yeah, let's bronze up the face. So this bronzer has a little bit more of a neutral undertone to it, still has a little bit more of like warmth to it, but it's such a beautiful formula, this bronzer, you know. It is not glowy. I just want to mention this really is more on the matte velvety side of things. It's definitely not a glowy bronzer by any means, but it just gives your skin this beautiful bronzed up sort of vibe to it, you know. And I really like the shade. I really like this formula. I love what they've done with the repackaging. So chic, so unique. I would definitely recommend this bronzer. It is a little bit pricey though. I've got to say most Inika products are quite pricey. It's because they're also using a lot of organic ingredients. Alright, so my bronzer is applied, so let's actually move on to the blush. Now, I already had featured this product on my channel, but I just got it in a new shade and I was really excited to include this again. This is the RMS Redimension Hydra Powder Blush and this retails for $30. Now, this is also a refillable product, so if you would get a refill, it's gonna come at $24. But I actually had featured this previously in the shade Hanky Panky. I'm going to link that video in my cards up here and also in my description box down below. But wow, I mean, this formula is just mind-blowing. I feel like these literally went viral. And this is the shade that I used in that previous video where I did a full face of RMS. So because I love this formula so much, I just wanted to try out another shade. So I got myself the shade Maiden's Blush. And this is literally such a favorite of mine, you guys. This shade, oh my god, Maiden's Blush is, I think, my favorite shade. I mean, I've only tried these two. I think this actually comes in 6 shades in total, and I was so lucky that I saw all of the shades in store, and I really thought to myself, no, I think this Maiden's Blush is gonna be right up my alley, and this might just be my favorite blush shade in a long time. I also like the newly released Jane Iredale Pure Pressed Blushes. Those are really fantastic as well. Those were also new releases. This is actually a gel powder and it just has this beautiful undertone, especially this shade. It's like a nude with some pink in it. So I'm going to show you the swatches of Hanky Panky and then I'm going to show you Maiden's Blush right next to it. So Hanky Panky is actually described as a playfully iridescent magenta plum and Maiden's Blush is described as a soft cinnamon sparked with sweet pink. Honestly, I do prefer the Maiden's Blush a little bit over Hanky Panky. And I've been using this like non-stop. It's so amazing, so fantastic. These have quite like a medium pigmentation to them, so you can build them up, you know, they're not like crazy pigmented where you've got to be careful to go in. No, you can actually build those up and the gel formula makes this powder so soft. I mean, it's just incredible. And I feel like RMS with their latest releases has just done such a great job. They do have a little bit more of a shimmer to them, you know. You can't see the shimmer. It's so finely milled in this formula. Sometimes when I apply those, I feel like I don't necessarily need a highlighter, but in the best way possible. So let's apply Maiden Blush to my cheeks. So on my skin, this shade really does translate as like a beautiful nude pink. Definitely has some brown in here. So I feel like I really don't need that much of a highlighter when I apply these on my cheeks. And I definitely prefer this shade Maiden's Blush over Hanky Panky, because guess what? Although Hanky Panky looks a little bit more plummy, it does look a little bit more orangey on my skin. But it's also a beautiful shade. I'm not saying it's not beautiful or anything, but this is definitely the winner out of these two if I had to pick one. It is so pretty. I just don't want to stop building this one up. I just could go in and in and in. Let me know if you have tried out this particular shade by RMS. I mean, I honestly love this. So yeah, I actually don't have a new highlighter, you guys. So I might just, I mean, I don't even need that much highlight. I just want to highlight the tip of my nose just a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with the RMS highlighter as well. So I just pulled out my RMS Grande Dame highlighter just to put this a little bit on the tip of my nose. But that's really all the highlighting that I want to do. And also, I don't have a new brow product, so I'm just going to do this off camera real quick. I'm going to go in with my favorite Item Beauty Brow Chow Pencil. Freaking love this. And of course, my Kosas Air Brow. This combination has just been my favorite one. So I'll be back in a second with some really cool new eye products. Alright, you guys, so my eyebrows are filled in, so let's actually move on to these really coolly new released products by Ilia. This is by Ilia Beauty, and this is the liquid powder eye tint, and one of them retails for $28. So Ilia came out with matte shades for their liquid eye tints. Now, I used to have this product, you know, I had these 4 shades here, but this is the chromatic finish. So all of these 4 shades do actually contain some glitter in them. Now, if you do want to see these on my eyes, I actually prepared some inserts for you guys. I'm going to show them to you on my eyes, but I've got to be honest, I was never the biggest fan of these. I always felt like they made my eyes look a little bit crusty, and the shimmer just really wasn't like anything flattering on my lids. So I did not really want to try out their newly released matte eye tints, but for some reason, when I saw these shades, I was just like, wow, I gotta try them again. Because I thought without the shimmer, maybe I'm gonna like them more. So I also picked up 4 brand new shades of these. The shades are really what kind of drew me in, because they are so unique and they are so innovative, these shades. Like, it's really hard to make shades and products that you haven't seen a billion of times, but I felt like Ilia really did a great job in being very creative when it came to this new shade range with their matte finishes. They also have released 2 brand new chromatic shades, so the ones that do contain shimmer. Again, as I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of this product. There was only one shade that I truly loved, which was the shade Fresno, but I'm gonna show you all of these shades that I had on my eyes. So these are the chromatic finishes, and this is the shade Gleam, a soft pale gold. Now I've got to say, I never really liked this one. This one is a little bit unflattering on me. It's just not a nice gold shade. This is the shade Dim, a gray lavender pearl. This is the shade Hatch, a golden green pearl. I feel like this more cool tone green is actually really stunning, but the golden flax, the golden shimmer in it, is just not up my alley. And then the one shade that I really truly loved was the shade Fresco, a silver taupe pearl. This had some silver sparkles in here. So I really wasn't the biggest fan of the chromatic finishes, just because the shimmer just made my eyelids look a little bit crusty, and because of another downside of this product, which is that they dried down way too quickly. They almost don't give you any playtime, so you gotta be really careful when applying these, and I feel like none of that has really changed, apart from that these new shades don't have any glitter. So on the website, this product is described as a clean cream to powder eyeshadow that dries down to a smudge resistant finish. So in their matte finishes, they have released 8 brand new shades, and now with their chromatic shades, they're actually 10 shades available with the 2 new ones. They also say glides like a cream, dries like a powder. Liquid powder eye tint is a quick, dry eyeshadow that swipes on effortlessly and locks in without budging or fading. Blend the weightless water-based formula for a diffused wash of color or build it up for a bolder look that lasts. These colors are really a wash of color. So the fact that you really can't use an eye primer, and I do have a little bit more veiny eyelids, makes it hard for me to build up the color so that my skin does not come through. I just feel like they lack a little bit of pigment. So I did 3 layers and still I could see the veins popping through. I could still see my skin popping through. So they are not the most pigmented formula out there. And also they dry really, really quick. So that might be truly like a drawback for some people. I was just so intrigued about these colors. So I'm going to show you these colors swatched on my arms, and then I'm going to show you each color with a look on my eyes. So first off, this is the shade Dove, a Dove Gray. This has a little bit of a tinge of blue in it as well. Then we have the shade Cork, which is described as a taupe brown. Now, I honestly feel like this is a cool toned beige, almost like a skin color. Then we have the shade Juniper, a moss green. It's like this mustardy green gold. It's a really interesting color. And then we have the shade Tannin, a rich brown. I feel like this is such a beautiful chocolatey brown shade. I just want to say, in case you don't like a matte finish, or in case you just want to wear them as a base, you can definitely do that. I actually thought the shade Cork, it was so close to my skin tone, it almost looked like a beige concealer. So I actually decided to try out one of my Lawless biodegradable glitter shades on top of that, and the shade Cork was completely transformed. These are such a natural wash of color. You could always see the skin of my eyelids popping through them. Although with all of these shades, I did build them up to 3 layers. But for today, I think I'm gonna go with my favorite shade, which is this shade, the shade Tannin. Oh my gosh, this is such an exciting, beautiful brown. I mean, it looks like a beautiful chocolate, more neutral sort of brown. It's absolutely stunning. I'm gonna apply this. Now, my favorite way to apply this is with a brush. I'm gonna do what they actually said to do. I'm gonna just dampen my brush a little bit. I'm gonna use this Lily Lolo makeup mist to do so. And I actually also would advise to not use too much of a denser brush. A little bit of a fluffier brush is actually a little bit better. I really feel like this product is meant to be like a one and done eyeshadow, you know. I don't feel like you should mix all of these shades together because of the formula. I just feel like this formula, it's a little bit unmixable. If you would apply one shade and you would try to mix it in with the next shade, I don't know. I've tried that before and it never worked quite well on me. Also, I feel like you really should not have any product on your lids because it's just gonna interfere with the product. Alright, so I'm gonna use the shade Tannin. I'm gonna build this side up a little bit more, but these just dry down and then, you know, you just have to deal with the dry down. Like, you don't have any time to actually blend them out. Alright, and I'm also gonna bring this color on my lower lash line, but first off, I'm actually going to apply an eyeliner. I'm gonna use my Victoria Beckham in the shade Cocoa, my satin Kajal. This shade is gonna match the tannin shade quite well. So I'm gonna use a little bit of product that is actually sitting on the doe foot onto my Sigma brush, and I'm just gonna press it onto my lower lash line. So there are definitely pros and cons to this formula. First off, I feel like it just dries down way too quickly. And you got to be really, really careful and know what you're actually doing if you want a little bit more of a pigmented look here and not just a wash of a color. I mean, they dry down to such an extent that you can't rub them, and they are completely like crease proof, completely transfer proof. I honestly really, really love this shade Tannin. I feel like this is such an amazing one and done shade for me. And this looks so, so stunning. Like, I honestly really, really love it. But I also feel like it's a little bit difficult if you've never tried these out, if you're like unfamiliar with a quick drying formula, to actually, you know, get an even application. So you really have to play around a little bit more with these, and I feel like they definitely require a little bit of a learning curve. But all in all, these shades are stunning. Did you actually pick out a shade yourself? Please tell me what your favorite shade is. I would be really curious to know. So let's actually move on to the next product. Now, the next product is a brand new mascara, and oh my gosh, you guys, I think I found a new holy grail mascara. So this is the Sweed Cloud Mascara, and this retails for $30. Here it is, the new Sweed Cloud Mascara, and oh my goodness, you guys, this is such an amazing, amazing, amazing mascara. It's so, so good. And also, this is the very first product I'm actually trying by this brand. This is a brand from Sweden, and I think they really focus on fake lashes, like creating fake lashes. Now, I never wear fake lashes, okay? They also have another mascara that now I really want to try this. But this is their brand new release. This was literally released a couple of weeks ago. So on the website, they are claiming the nourishing vegan formula is infused with panthenol, vitamin B5, and creates long, full, and lightweight lashes that don't flake or smudge and keeps your long-lasting curl firmly in place. This mascara is water resistant but not waterproof. Now, this delivers a beautiful volumizing effect and precisely separates each and every lash from root. This brush is almost identical to my favorite Hourglass Unlocked mascara. That one is a tubing formula. It's almost the exact same brush. This has very short silicone bristles, and for some reason that works so, so well. Also, how cute is this packaging, by the way? I mean, I just gotta mention it. This is such a cute packaging, such an amazing formula, really intense black. So I'm gonna apply it on one eye first, and then you guys are able to see the difference, okay? This is fantastic. It will actually give you so much volume, length, separation. It's so easy to go onto your small lashes, on your lower lashes right here. I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mascara. Hope you can see this from here. And I think it's literally this brush. This brush in combination with this formula, really, really good. So I'm gonna do my other eye as well. This is giving me twiggy eyes, literally twiggy. That's what I'm thinking about when I'm looking at myself right now. I mean, what are you guys thinking? This is really like dramatic, right? It's dramatic and it's full on. It's so, so beautiful. Amazing product, and I could only recommend this one. All right, so my eyes are done. So let's actually move on to the last category. Let's move on to the lips. Now I actually do have two products for the lips, a lip liner and a lip gloss. So let's actually start with the lip liner. So this is the Perez Acai lip pencil, and this retails for $22. So Perez has actually launched some brand new lip liners, and I was really, really intrigued by them because of this one shade called Pout. This is such a beautiful, cool toned brown. It's like this nude brown, cool tone shade. I actually have two shades in their Sesame lip liner formula. This one is the Acai lip liner formula. So they actually have released 3 shades in total, but this one spoke to me the most, this beautiful shade Pout. I mean, you guys know I love everything sort of brownish, more nude for the lips, so this really intrigued me. And yeah, I'm gonna actually show you some swatches with these two other lip liners that I have by Perez and this brand new one called Pout. The formula on this, it is kind of creamy, but not as creamy as per se a Lawless sort of lip liner. I feel like the Lawless ones are the creamiest one out of all of them. This one still has a little bit of stiffness, and I definitely have to use a brush to actually blend it out a little bit more. You guys, this shade is so stunning. I am not the best when it comes to a lip liner. Sometimes I feel like it's a bit crooked, but I think it's alright. I don't have a lip liner in this shade, and I think this is perfect for all of my favorite sort of brown lipsticks, more neutral lipsticks. I mean, I could literally put this shade all over my lips, let's be honest. And the formula, it's definitely a little bit creamy, but not too creamy. It's just perfect. I feel like Perez is really good when it comes to like crayons, you know. But honestly, I could literally go all over my lips with this product, but I'm not gonna do that. I kind of just tried to contour my lips a little bit. I kind of took the color a little bit up on here because, you know, I'm gonna go in with more of a sheer product now. When I saw this, I was like, no freaking way. I gotta get this product because I love this formula, and this is also an addition of shades in an existing formula. So this is by Roen Beauty, and this is Kiss My Liquid Lip Balm, and this retails for $26. So Roen Beauty is definitely no stranger to my channel. I have raved about my favorite liquid lip balm, and I still think it's more of a lip gloss than a lip balm, to be honest. It's kind of a hybrid. It even says it on their website that it's like a skincare infused lip gloss, really. This is the shade Charlie. I mean, I love this so much. This is such an amazing product, this beautiful dusty rose one. So they have actually released 3 brand new shades, and I picked one of them up, the one that spoke to me the most, and that's this beautiful natural nude shade Lola. Has this beautiful, more neutral sort of brown to it. This formula is one of my all-time favorite formulas. To me, you know, although they are called liquid lip balm, they're really like a lip gloss. They actually do have a little bit of mintiness to them. So if you don't like mint in your lip products, maybe stay away from them. But I really don't mind it in this formula. I feel like the mint is so nice. It doesn't burn my lips. It's just the right amount of mint oil in there. And honestly, it's not really like a plumping formula or anything. The pigment is beautiful. It's like a medium sort of pigmentation lip gloss. It's not completely sheer, but it's also not overly pigmented, because I don't really like an overly pigmented sort of gloss. The reflect on this, the gel cushy formula, has no tack to it whatsoever. It's not sticky, none of that. It's literally perfect. And I've been waiting for a shade like that, so let's actually apply this. I've got to say, I truly love the shade Lola. My Charlie shade really has gotten some competition here. Also in combination with this Perez lip liner. This is my finished look trying out all of these new products. I don't really think there was any product that I really disliked, and if so, I probably mentioned it. Maybe that Milk Blurring Primer, although it's not a product that I truly disliked that much. But all of these products I've been trying out this summer were amazing. So do let me know in the comments down below if you do have a favorite newly released product, or what have you tried out this summer? I would be really curious to know. Have you tried out any of the products that I've tried out? Do drop me a comment below with your feedback. And also, if you did find this review helpful, or if you just enjoyed this video, why not give it a big thumbs up? Also, in case you have not subscribed to my channel just yet and you made it that far, why not hit that subscribe button? That would be extremely appreciated. And you can also ring the bell in order to stay notified about my upcoming videos, and I shall be seeing you on here very soon with the next review. So please do take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.